Well, I have with me for the December booth a very special person. I've worked with him for a long time, and I'm really pleased that he's agreed to be interviewed for the booth. It's Michael Leibowitz from Call Experts. So welcome, Michael.
Hi, Linda. Always good to see you.
Good to see you too. And I'm sure that everybody knows who you are, but maybe for the two individuals that don't know you, we're going to do this interview and let them find out about who you are. I think there's some new people in Camex and some new younger blood, and they haven't had a chance to see you or work with you. So, first of all, let's just start with give us a little bit of your background for your career in the industry.
So after I finished university, I went to work for AT&T Bell Labs in New Jersey as an engineer. And I worked there 3 years while my wife was in law school. And when she finished, she got a job back home in Charleston, South Carolina as the assistant U.S. attorney and said to me, "I'm moving home. Are you coming with me?" So I said yes. And so I went back to Charleston with her, and I needed a job. That having been in the telephone industry, I looked at call center answering service, and I said those famous words: "How hard can it be to answer the phone and take a message?" It turns out you have to answer the phone, take a message, and deliver it. And 2 out of 3 didn't seem to be that hard. So I started what was then called professional answering service in 1982, and we've been going ever since.
Very good, very good. And tell us a little bit about your experience with CAMEX, the association.
Oh, I got very lucky getting involved with Camex. In 2001, Camex had their annual convention in Whistler. And on the program, they wanted to have someone talk about remote agents, which is a brand new concept at the time. And they asked Amtelco, because so many Camex members are Amtelco customers, they asked Amtelco if they could provide a resource to talk about it, and Amtelco recommended me. I was very lucky. So I got to go to Whistler for the first time ever. I know most people in Canada have been there, but it was my first time. And I got to meet a lot of Camex people, and I had a wonderful time. And who wouldn't at Whistler? And it snowed and it was magical. It was beautiful. It was so Canadian. And when the next year came around, I happened to be NAEO president the next year, and you, Linda, invited me to come to the Camex convention in Nassau. And I gladly accepted. And at that meeting, I met so many people who have become lifelong friends. Some of my memories from that are meeting Sid Ryan and her daughters who are playing in the fountain, and Mike Shantz and Paul Lloyd and Doug Swift and Judy Craik. And I hate to start naming names because there's so many others, but that was my first introduction. And I distinctly remember sitting at the awards dinner with Paul Lloyd's wife, Linda, and I think they were recently married. And Paul was awarded the Tom Ryan Award. And Linda turned to me and said, "Is this a big deal?" And I said, "I have no idea. I'm brand new at this." But it turned out, of course, it is a huge deal, and Paul deserved it so much. And so I made so many friends, and have was asked to join the Camex board after that, and have attended just about every meeting, been on the board a couple of times, been president a couple of times, and it has completely changed my life and my career to be associated with my friends in Canada. I think I was the first American president of Camex.
Yes, you definitely were. And I met you for the first time in Whistler as well. The thing is that you've really put your stamp on Camex as well. You're talking about how grateful you are and the friendships that you've had, and they're lifelong friends now. You've really done a lot for this association. And I don't think that people really know how much you've done. Serving on the board 2 terms and being a president twice, but you've also been instrumental in helping with the pre-employment testing. And so giving of your time and your staff, your engineer, your programmer, Kevin Gill, it's just a shout out for that, and for lifting us up a little bit and being able to create that program for everyone. So that's a big thank you for you.
Well, it's nice to be recognized for that, but however, I just do what all the other Camex members do. We all give what we can, and we all benefit from it. It's such a fantastic organization.
Yeah, and you just threw your hat in the ring for the awards committee, and I'm so glad that I'm going to be able to work with you again. So, Michael, thank you so much for your time. A pleasure as always speaking with you, and I hope to see you soon at the next conference.
I look forward to it, Linda.